Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Life has a way of surprising us. We all experience setbacks, challenges, and moments when things don't go as planned. Sometimes failure feels overwhelming, like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. But here's the truth: failure is not the end of the road. In fact, it might just be the beginning of something even greater. Today, we're going to take a journey through a story about failure, resilience, and the power of perseverance. Imagine you're standing at the edge of something you've worked so hard for. You've invested time, energy, and heart. You've given it your all. And yet, despite everything, you fail. How do you feel? Defeated? Hopeless? Like giving up? But what if I told you that failure is a crucial part of success? What if I told you that every setback, every fall, is not something to fear, but something to learn from? This is a story of someone who went through that exact process, a person whose journey was filled with failures, but whose resilience led to incredible success. This story begins not with a success, but with a major setback. Meet Sarah, an ordinary woman with an extraordinary dream. Ever since she was young, Sarah dreamed of becoming a successful entrepreneur. She wanted to start her own business, help others, and create something meaningful that would make a difference in the world. But like many, her road was anything but smooth. Sarah worked hard. She researched, planned, and sacrificed for years to bring her vision to life. She had everything ready: business plans, funding, a passionate team. She launched her first company with high hopes. The world was excited. But then, failure struck. Her product didn't catch on. Customers weren't interested, sales were sluggish, and the company faced financial difficulties. After just 1 year, Sarah had to close her business. She was devastated. Her dream had crumbled. The pressure of debt, disappointment, and public failure weighed heavily on her shoulders. We've all been there in one form or another, haven't we? That moment when everything feels like it's slipping through your fingers. Sarah felt like a failure. She doubted herself, and there were nights she couldn't sleep, wondering where she went wrong. But in her heart, she knew something. Failure was not the end of her journey. It was a lesson. After months of reflection, Sarah made a choice. Instead of staying stuck in her failure, she decided to learn from it. She went back to the drawing board and analyzed everything. What went wrong? What could she have done better? She didn't blame the world or her circumstances. She took full responsibility for her decisions and worked to improve them. Sarah didn't give up. She took what she learned from that first failure and used it to grow. She asked for advice from successful entrepreneurs, attended workshops, and read books about overcoming setbacks. Most importantly, she learned that failure doesn't define who you are. It's how you respond to failure that shapes your future. After several years of learning, Sarah launched her second business. This time, things were different. She didn't make the same mistakes. She was more prepared, more patient, and more focused. And slowly, things began to change. Her product found the right market. She built relationships with her customers, and sales began to climb. But even then, success didn't come overnight. Sarah had to face more obstacles. There were financial challenges, unexpected competition, and moments of self-doubt. But Sarah had learned to embrace failure, not as an enemy, but as a powerful teacher. She faced each setback with grace, determination, and the belief that failure wasn't the end. It was part of the process. In time, Sarah's business grew to become a household name. What was once a dream had turned into a thriving reality. But the story didn't end there. Sarah never forgot her first failure. She continued to fail, continued to learn, and continued to grow. Every failure taught her something new, whether it was about leadership, strategy, or resilience. But Sarah's story isn't just about her success. It's about how she turned her failures into stepping stones. She realized that failure wasn't something to fear. It was a necessary part of the journey toward success. So, what can we learn from Sarah's story? First and foremost, we learn that failure is not a reflection of your worth. It's simply a part of the process. Every person who has ever achieved anything meaningful has faced failure. It's a universal experience. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He failed thousands of times before he invented the light bulb. He was once asked about his repeated failures, and he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's failure wasn't an obstacle. It was just one more step toward success. Or consider J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. She was rejected by multiple publishers before her first book was accepted. She was a single mother living on welfare, struggling with rejection. But she didn't give up. She kept going, and today, her books have sold over 500 million copies worldwide. Just like Sarah, J.K. Rowling and Thomas Edison faced moments where failure felt like the end. But they didn't stop. They used their failures as fuel to keep moving forward. They believed in their dreams, even when others didn't. And that's the key. Failure is not final. Failure is simply a lesson in disguise. Every time you stumble, you have an opportunity to get back up and try again. The road to success is never a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and bumps along the way. But the people who succeed are the ones who keep moving, even when it feels like they're failing. They turn their mistakes into stepping stones and learn from each one. So, the next time you face failure, whether it's a setback in your career, your personal life, or a dream you're pursuing, remember Sarah's story. Remember that failure is not the end. It's simply a new beginning. Embrace it, learn from it, and keep going. Because your success is waiting just beyond the horizon. You are stronger than you think. You are more capable than you realize. And no matter how many times you fall, you have the power to rise again. Keep going. Your journey is far from over. Thank you for taking this journey with me. Remember, success isn't about never failing. It's about never giving up. Stay resilient, stay determined, and keep believing in yourself. Until next time, take care and keep moving forward.